I am disappointed, upset, embarrassed, and upset. Did I say upset? I probably said it. Listen, Sergey Pavlovich, just he knocked out Derek Lewis, fighter that I really like. Then knocked out Taito Ivasa, one of my favorite fighters, and then Curtis Blades was the last hope to derail the whole Sergey Pavlovich hype train up until he got to the title shot to end that, and he got ended in the first round. Lasted longer than Derek Lewis and Taito Ivasa, but it's just was not enough. He shot for the takedown. He shot for a double leg. I think a single leg would have been much better to shoot for. In my opinion, that's what the commentators were saying as well. I do agree. Probably should have shot way earlier. Probably should have tried to shoot more because on the feet, he was looking good in the first couple seconds. Like the first minute, even the first 10 seconds, he was looking nice. But you know what? Good win for Sergey. He's like 6-1 in the UFC. He's on a 6-fight winning streak. 6-fight first round knockout winning streak. Yeah, still shortest average fight time. This fight, I'm pretty sure it's like a little bit higher than what his average fight time is now, but still, regardless, it's just wild what this guy's able to accomplish. He hit Curtis Blades with a couple shots. He knocked him down early on. Actually, he knocked him down early on. Rocked him with another shot. After that, and then in the finishing sequence, it wasn't even that many shots. Like Sergey Pavlovich used way more power, way more total strikes, way more just energy to knock out Tai Tuivasa, and you know with this one, it was just kind of effortless. Honestly, he was getting hit a bit. He was actually getting hit because Curtis Blades is bigger, rangier, but wasn't enough. Pavlovich is just he's a monster. That guy's a monster. I don't know, man. It's just uh, I don't really have much to say. He's probably gonna fight for the title next. I don't see Stipe versus John Jones happening. I think that fight's we're gonna lose it. I think we're gonna lose that fight. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't believe it anymore. This fight was meant to happen how long ago? Like how much longer are you guys gonna be in talks to have a fight? At what point do you just give up? You know, John Jones versus Pavlovich is probably next. And Curtis Blades was a guy that everybody in their like end of 2022 was like, oh, future champion Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is so underrated. Everybody was saying it to the point where he wasn't actually underrated anymore, but everybody was like, this guy's so underrated. He's this wrestler, he's this and that. And he's good. Of course he's good, but Pavlovich is being a lot of good people. So, yeah. Curtis Blades his best win of his career for sure. And Sergey Pavlovich versus John Jones is a very fun fight. I think it's more fun than John Jones versus Curtis Blades for sure. So yeah, as a main event, I'd love to see that as a pay-per-view main event. Sometime in the fall, maybe around fall. If John Jones doesn't fight Stipe, then this is the one to make next. Pavlovich is on a crazy winning streak, crazy knockout streak. He's being at the time of fighting them. That's top five fighters, three top five fighters. So yeah, man. I think Tai Tuivasa was number three as well. No, he was number four. He moved down for losing to Cito Gon. So he beat number five at the time, number four at the time, and then once again beat number four at the time with Curtis Blades. So three top five wins. That's a lot of top five wins. Like Bilal Muhammad, how many top five wins does he have? He's got one top five win, and he's very deserving of the title. In my opinion, you guys all know, I really want Bilal Muhammad to fight for that title next. He's fighting in a title eliminator, which is fine too. He's got a top five win. He's got three total top 15 wins, top 10 wins actually. You all know how much I think Bilal Muhammad should fight for the title next. What would that say about Sergey Pavlovich? Three top five wins in heavyweight. This guy's beating everybody. He's looking just unstoppable. He gets the title shot next. I know I'm being like hella salty because this guy that's beating all these fighters that I like just keeps winning, but he deserves the shot next. Pavlovich should be fighting John Jones for the title next. Should he move up to number two? I don't know. That's Stipe, bro. Stipe is the goat of heavyweight. In terms of UFC heavyweight, Stipe is the greatest UFC heavyweight champion. So does he move up to number two? We'll find out what the rankings people think about that. But good win for him there. Also, Brad Tavares and Bruno Silva, early stoppage for sure, but like from I would see how you think that, like, yeah, he was put out bad, because that's what I thought at the start, right? But when you look at a different angle and you look at how Brad Tavares looked actually after he got down, he was very much still in the fight, so he wasn't out. Very early stoppage. You all know Bruno Silva does not, in my opinion, I don't think Bruno Silva deserved that fight. It should have gone to Gerald Meerschaert. I don't care if Gerald Meerschaert was gonna lose badly in the decision or get finished. I don't care, because we all knew that was gonna happen. I don't care. He beat Bruno Silva. He should have gotten Brad Tavares, but instead he got fed to Joe Pyfer, bro. GM3 just can't. He can't win, bro. He can't win. And I'm not saying like can't win fights. I'm just saying he can't win just in life, bro. He gets knocked out in like the first round by Hamza in like 17 seconds. Comes back, goes on, some impressive fights, gets impressive wins, beats Bruno Silva in a fight where he was counted out in. Bruno Silva gets Brad Tavares, who's like top 20. He's maybe number 16, number 17 if the UFC rankings went up to there. Guy's right outside the rankings. Bruno Silva gets to fight him, and instead, Gerald Meerschaert is fed to an up-and-coming guy who's young, powerful, and hungry. And then Bruno Silva wins by first round knockout. Good for him. I think it's really good for him. He was on a 2-fight losing streak. He didn't deserve that fight, but it's a good win for him there. Regardless, I'm happy for him. But it should have been Gerald Meerschaert, bro. And Brad Tavares was actually looking really good in that fight up until the finishing sequence. Yeah. Also, Bobby Green and Jared Gordon. Another one. Bobby Green, clear headbutt. The referee didn't see it. Listen, here's the thing. From where the referee was standing, you couldn't really tell that there was a headbutt. From where they were standing, I saw where they were standing, and then from his perception, it's hard to see it like a headbutt land. You'd assume something else. You'd assume you wouldn't know it was a headbutt, just from where he was standing. From the camera angles that we, the viewers from home, got, you could clearly tell watching it live before the replays. But from where the referee was standing, it was hard to tell, especially since it was a very quick sequence. So I don't really blame the referee, but no contest was very fair. No contest is a very fair fair decision. I thought for a second I was scared. I thought they were gonna give it to Bobby Green because the announcer was like, this fight ends by knockout, your winner by knockout, or something like that. He was about to say somebody, and then he's like, oh wait, the commission's saying something, and then it got changed to no contest. No contest is fair because it's just I don't know, it would have looked pretty bad for a guy like, let's say, Paddy Pimblett even, or just Jared Gordon himself, if it was counted as a knockout, because clearly it wasn't a knockout. It's accidental headbutt, so no contest, right? That's a fair decision there. What else? Yasmin Lucindo beat Brogan Walker again. Pretty clear pick. And Matthew Semmelsberger he did really well in the first round. Just like in the first minute of that first round, he did really nicely, but couldn't win the rest of the fight. I don't think 29-28 for Semmelsberger was the scorecard. I would have leaned more towards 29-28 Wells. And when I mean leaning towards, I mean I'm thinking 30-27 Wells, but I'm leaning towards 29-28 Wells, if that makes sense. I don't think Semmelsberger won the fight, even though I had him as a pick. Yeah, picks tanked again. My picks are terrible now. My picks, it's just L picks after L picks. I can't win. There were like 3 events I had to make picks for. It's just not very good there. I got exams coming up. This is probably my last picks for a few weeks. I think I'm a detox from picks. It's just been a bit much, in my opinion, but focus on the studies. Get 100% A pluses. I don't think that's how exams are scored. A pluses. That's not how they're scored. But it's all good. Pavlovich, incredible fighter, absolute monster. He gets the title shot next. all respect. I mean, that's it's not easy to do what he's done in the heavyweight division. You have to respect it, even though it's come at the expense of guys I really like. It don't matter. Good win for him there. Happy for Bruno Silva, even though I don't think he deserved that fight. Happy for him regardless. That's definitely gonna put him up there in his career and in the rankings. And Jared Gordon, I hope he recovers well because that's not a headbutt to the jaw. Because it's not like a headbutt. You know, it's like a headbutt front of the head all the way to like the side of his jaw. That's a button. So Green didn't get hurt at all from that headshot, but Gordon took all of it. So I hope he recovers well. Bobby Green, he was doing really well. He would have won that fight. Um, a rematch would be fun, but I think we all know who would win that. Either way, decent card, decent card. But yeah, these are my immediate reactions to UFC Vegas 71 Pavlovich versus Blades. Next fight to make is John Jones versus Pavlovich, in my opinion, because I don't think Jones Stipe is happening. If it does if it's possible, make it happen for sure. August, September, or even end of July, because July usually has 2 pay-per-views. But if not, then Pavlovich is the next guy in line, because that'd be number 1 out and number 2 out, and Pavlovich is the clear number 3 contender, top 3 guy in the heavyweight division. So Pavlovich versus John Jones, make it happen. That's a very exciting fight as well. So looking forward to that one.